Hello and welcome to today's episode in Berat and My podcast. We're talking about the opportunities and possibilities to study medicine in Europe and in general study medicine abroad. Berat, if you don't know us, is a medical student in a third year in Sofia, Bulgaria, or originally from Iran, having migrated to Germany. So Iran, Germany, Bulgaria, and then probably Switzerland or Germany because he's doing an internship in Switzerland and might work there. He did several internships there, but might also come to Germany. So the pathway is not entirely decided. Me, on my part, I studied in Sofia, Bulgaria, same university. However, I graduated 2 years ago, and now I'm a dentist in Germany, and I run this company. Besides being a dentist, helping internationals to high school students to study medicine abroad. So thank you guys for watching. And in today's video, I would like to learn from Berat more about the reasons he decided to study in Sofia, Bulgaria, and not in some of the other options that I offered to him, like Slovakia or Serbia or any other country.
Yeah, so hey again, guys, I'm Behrad. And as Marcel said, I'm pretty international at the moment. So I was born and quite frankly raised in Iran, and then went to Germany. I did my high school in Germany, and then I started to study medicine in Bulgaria. And yeah, so that is my path. And why I decided to go to Bulgaria is because of several factors. So, for example, I live in a city that has a direct connection to Sofia via Ryanair. So you can pretty easily go to Sofia whenever you want to. And the flights are pretty frequent. So you can find every second day a flight to Sofia and back again. So that is one of the main reasons why I chose Sofia and Bulgaria. And also the quality of the university is pretty decent. So if you want to learn something and if you have the motivation to learn something, the professors are more than happy to help you with whatever questions you have, or if you want to, even if you want to have presentations or something, they're actually very cool with it. And the system in Sofia is also very interesting because in many countries you have to take the lessons yourself and you select which subjects you want to have. And in Sofia, in Bulgaria, generally, it is just like high school. So you have seminars, which which are obligatory, and you have lectures which are not obligatory. And these seminars, you have to attend almost in each single one of them because they're obligatory. And you have a group of 10 to 12 people, sometimes 9 people. And with these people, you have to be from the first day until the last day of your studies. And so it feels like high school, it feels comfortable. And the seminars are really like private lessons because you have a professor that teaches you everything and you can ask everything you want. And in lectures, they usually teach you the things that you're going to discuss in seminars. So you learn in lectures what you have to learn for the seminars, and in the seminars, you go into detail and you pretty much ask anything that you want to ask. Nevertheless, you can also go to the lectures and ask questions. So the system is also interesting. And the third point is the living cost. So Bulgaria is in the European Union and one of the cheapest countries in the European Union. So that means that for students, it is very affordable. And if you want to go out and go to restaurants, if you want to go to the cinema or something, it is much more affordable than going to neighboring countries where I come from. For example, if you want to go in France and or Switzerland and or Austria, the living costs are higher. And also the apartment that you're paying is less compared to Germany. So yeah, overall, you have many points why you should choose Bulgaria. And regarding other options, there are also valid options depending on where you come from, how many times you want to go home, how many times you want to fly to that location or this location or whatever location you come from or you want to go to. And also it has to do with the tuition fees. So if you can afford 10,000 euros, then sure, you can go to Slovakia, because I think the Comenius University is one of the best universities in that country. So you also get a very decent opportunity to learn medicine. So it's not worse or better or something. It's just very personalized. And yeah.
Okay, that's really interesting. I think that will help a lot of students who are also making that decision. And of course, we will also provide help. So if you book a free consultation over the link down in the description box below this video, then we will discuss in depth what opportunities you have, depending on the grades you have, the high school degree you have, the financial background possibilities you have, the funding you have access to pay the tuition fees according to the university. So for example, in Sofia, you have 9,000 euro tuition fee, but there are also cheaper options starting from 5,000 euro tuition fee per year. And even we are planning to work with the university next year where there's only 4,000 euro tuition fee. So there's different options and different universities you will be able to choose from. After we had the free consultation, you will get a bunch of free information via email after the consultation as well. You can comfortably discuss that over a course of several weeks with your parents, with your family. And then once you made the decision and you say, hey, I want to do that with these guys, then we will help you out and plan the further steps, match you with the university, help you to accommodate there in the new country. We have people in place in the different countries, so we organize everything for you, and that to a very competitive price. So we will most probably get the best pricing with our company compared to the value you will receive. So if you're interested in studying medicine abroad, feel free to contact us now. And yeah, Berat, I would like to continue with the video with a little bit more information from you, who you're a student there right now, which I am not. So I think you can tell us much more about things that changed. So I think you mentioned that the price changed. It's a little bit higher now in general to live there. How is it with the quality of the education? Some students said it's significantly harder now than it was before to study.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, the costs have risen, of course. The inflation is high throughout the world right now. And for example, if you go to the restaurant right now, you have to pay about 16 euros, 16, hold on. You have to pay 60 euros, so about 25 level to have a decent meal, because a
Which is
hamburger,
expensive, yeah.
yeah, because the hamburger was like 10 level and now it's about 16 level. And then you want to have something to drink and you want to have a dessert or something. So you can say that most of the prices have risen on about 50 to 75%. So, and also the apartment that we paid 300 euros for is now 350 euros per person, where I live at the moment. So you can also see 100 euros more on top, and taxis and so on and so forth have also risen. So a taxi from the airport to the city center was around 12 to 15 level back then. So nowadays you're happy if you only pay 25 level. And on the point of the education, the quality of education, not much has changed. So it's still the same like in the old days. And the professor was pretty strict, but they're also happy if they see that you genuinely try to learn for the exam. If you have tried your best to learn, you usually get a good grade. And it's really not about grades in a university. It's about finding yourself, making yourself work disciplined matter and working in an efficient manner. So this is much more important than just getting grades, because if you get those three things right, the grades will come naturally. And of course, it is impossible to always have the best grade. So don't stress too much about the grades. However, it is also pretty much impossible to fail 2 or 3 exams, because if you learn something, they're gonna pass you. It's just impossible to fail 2 exams. I've never seen anyone who genuinely learned, who really wanted to learn, and failed 2 exams. And the good thing in Sofia is that you can go to the reseat sessions, which is usually at the beginning of September or end of August. And the major, like the big exams such as biochemistry and anatomy, also have a second receipt session in the same year. So you have pretty much a lot of opportunities to pass exams and to go into the next semester and next year without taking exams with you, which is also an option that you can do. So overall, the professors are still strict. So it's not that they have softened or something, but they care about how you learn, where you get your information from, and if you really want to learn because you want to learn it, or you want to learn it or because you just need to pass the exam, because you see if somebody is just memorizing something without understanding anything on this topic, or if
Definitely,
he
yeah.
memorized it and still understood something, or in the best case, everything. So yeah, you
Definitely
have.
agree. So that was also the way how I studied. But because I heard, yeah, some students say now it's harder. But of course, they want probably also to say, well, things are really hard because, if a student fails, maybe trying to justify that. So, Berat, you're a very good student. So it's nice to hear that things didn't change because I also don't think so. I think the quality and everything stayed quite the same. They're just a little bit more people complaining. But
Yeah,
I think, you can see it also. Are there any students failing a year or something? No, not really. No, no, like students who are like serious people fail a year. It doesn't happen at all. So from our students, for example, no one failed a year so far, and we're like 280 students right now. So it's like really not significant. I think, Berat, what you're saying is exactly right. I think the quality is high, and I think that when you're motivated to study, you will get a good education there. And if you're not motivated, well, then that's basically your fault. But no one will try to make your life miserable, but you will get problems probably later on in your career.
yeah, exactly. So you can also see that people that don't really learn are mostly those people that say that some professors are, let's say, I don't know, let's say racist or are
Yeah, yeah,
discriminating
yeah,
you or
yeah.
something, which is just complete bullshit from my experience and from what I saw in many of my friends' groups. So they want to have the external factors that they can push the reliability on and say that, yeah, it was the environment that made me fail and not myself. So
Exactly.
I mean, it's not a big deal if you fail something. I mean, throughout your life you're going to have some miserable days that you just don't want to study or something. Some, if you have personal reasons to not to study, if someone passes away or something, that's okay, that's not a big deal. But you have to stop
Blaming
saying,
others.
yeah, exactly. You have to blame yourself if you want to blame anyone. So yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that was a good ending phrase of this video and of this podcast. Thank you very much. It was great again to do this episode together. See you in the next one. Thanks for
Sure.
listening. Bye bye.
Until next time. Bye bye.